Hi guys, it's Nikola from Eurovox, and today we're speaking with Princ. Hi Princ, how are you?
Hi, I'm perfect so far.
That's good to hear.
How are you? You said you're nice, but you look like you woke up 5 minutes ago.
I actually woke up at 6:30, so
I'm kidding you, really.
yeah, but a little bit tired, but yeah, that's how life works.
Yeah, I
Uh,
understand it.
so last time we saw you in Pesma Eurovision in 2023, I believe.
Yes.
So why did you wait 2025 to apply again?
So in 2024, we had a lot of different projects that demanded all of our energy and focus. So we couldn't afford to separate energy both to Pesma Evroviziju and to all band projects, our different songs that we recorded during the whole year. So I just decided not to force anything. I don't like forcing anything in my life anyway. So we waited for another year and then we would eventually apply as we did. If we did not have a song, we wouldn't apply as well. So this year we had a song and fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's actually really nice. And so your song was written specially for this festival, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So we started thinking about Puzzle early last year. But it was a huge process because we erased actually two songs. We started. I think we had two songs that we would choose between, and then in the end, I just decided not to listen anyone in my surroundings and not to fall under the pressure of the society and what people think I should do and stuff like that. So I decided to turn to myself and to see what's that I would like to express and how I would like to express myself. And I wanted to sing a ballad this year. I wanted to express myself through the big notes. I wanted to make it honest and clear and big. So that's how Mila came up.
Okay. And as you said, you had a lot of projects last years. You participated in several festivals, right? Including Beogradsko Proleće and Biser Jadrana, where I believe you took first prize.
Yes.
How was that experience?
It was great. I liked the costume and the song so much. I was dressed up like some kind of Greek god, and I loved that style. We were doing style with Vojislav Žakula and Bojan Savić, and it was a specific project for me because that's the first project that I went to with a song from another author. So I'm usually working with Dušan Bačić and Dejan Nikolić. That's the team that I'm working with on Pesma za Euroviziju as well with Mila and Cveca Istoka 2 years ago. But Biser Jadrana was a collaboration with Daniel Alibabić. So it was amazing experience. And it was my first public and official performance in Montenegro. So it was cool that I got attention in that way. The song went on all radio stations in the region immediately. So it's a big plus for me and one more experience on festivals.
Yeah, it's a great promotion. And in those festivals, you perform in front of the audience. Whereas in Pesma Eurovision, you perform in front of cameras only, and audience see you in front of TVs and screens. So what do you prefer and how is it different? What's more challenging?
Honestly, it's more challenging when you don't have people in front of you know, for me at least. I was participating in so many festivals in my life, like including Voice in Bulgaria, including different festivals from Kazakhstan to Italy. And when you don't have that like immediate feedback, or when you don't feel the pulse or the energy from the public, you know, it's different. So it really shows what you're made of, and I think it takes a lot of experience and strong psyche to make it as you prepare it.
So it's better to have audience to gain instant feedback for you.
For me, yeah. Even though you may not like hear instant feedback, you know, I feel the energy, I feel the people, and that's what like the most beautiful thing for me in music in general.
And doesn't it make you more nervous when you see people in front of you?
I think you're nervous anyway.
Okay, fair enough. So, for a non-Serbian speaking audience, what's the meaning of your song?
Like a literal translation of the Mila, or what does it mean?
What does it mean?
So I think it depends from individual to individual. For me, it's a song where you are supposed to let go of someone you love and being grown up, showing love as well and respect both to another person and to yourself. I had that experience. I went out of a long relationship and I still love the person in a way, but it's really fucked up and hard to let go of someone when you know you are in love still, but for one or another reason it just cannot work. So I think that moment of letting go in such a situation is really difficult, and it's an art in a way.
Yeah, it's a thing that a lot of people experience, so it's easy to connect with that. And Mila is female name, and I notice a pattern in your song. You have some other songs where you use female names as well. Is it usually based on a real person, or is it something symbolic, metaphoric?
Well, to be honest, we didn't think of Mila as a name. Mila is like people would say darling or something like that. But anyway, I have a cat. I have two cats. One of the cat is called Mila. I don't know if I can get her. She's sleeping right now. But we had Divna and Aisha in studio, so those are the songs with female names. But Mila wasn't supposed to be a song for a girl or a woman. That's why I'm saying it's from individual to individual. It's cool if someone finds Mila as a name,
Yeah, it can be very subjective. And so you're a cat person, you say?
I'm both. I'm an animal person in general. I was never a cat person like before 3 months ago. And then my inbox was literally bombarded by a lot of people asking me, can you share this? We have a lot of cats to adopt, if you can share. And then I thought, okay, why the fuck would I not adopt a cat on my own, And then I adopted 2 of those because his brother and sister, and it was just shame to separate them, and they're like stuck in my apartment now.
Do they fight sometimes? Do they get along?
Actually, in 9 a.m., in 3 p.m., in 3 a.m. every day, like they have routine for everything, and fighting as well, and like chasing each other. It's. I think cats are like right now my favorite animal because they have like so good character, and they're individuals. So when I brought them home, the first thing I bought is like the toilet, and this thing, I think you can see it here, I don't know the name in English, like where they scratchy toy. And when they took the first deep in the toilet and they didn't scratch my furniture, I was amazed, and that's the moment I started liking the cats even more. I'm not a person who can go out with a dog in 6 a.m. I'm just not that person, because I would probably kill the dog and the neighbors as well in the same time.
So you're a good cat parent.
So far, I think I am.
So let's get back to Pesma's Evroviziju. Performance is in less than a month, right? Yeah. Are you nervous, excited? Are you ready?
I'm not ready. I'm nervous and excited, but not at the same level as I used to be 2 years ago. So I'm enjoying more the whole process, and I think I'm in. I just got a lot of more experience in a lot of different stages in the meantime. So I think I'm better in like every level this year. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And do you have special visuals, choreography?
I hope you don't mind if I don't talk about it, because the whole charm of Pesma Evroviziju or any national selection is the moment you imagine what the performer is going to bring on a stage, and I like the hype and the illusions that people have before everything happens, because a lot of time it happens, both from my experience and from what I can see in every country. A lot of time it happens that people with good songs go out on the stage without possibility to sing it good. First of all, I think this is a festival of singing and performance as well. But like, if you don't sing, if you can't sing, it's not a whole package for me. And a lot of people get nervous and stuff like that. So I prefer to wait the performance, and then I like to talk about everything, and that's why I would not like to unveil anything.
Okay, so I was expecting this kind of answer. So I have another question that could give us a little tiny detail. So, if you don't mind. So,
Sure.
people say that a sound can be associated to a certain color. In your opinion, what's the color that you would associate with your song?
Beige. I don't know if you pronounce it like that as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, are you going to use that color in any part of a stage?
Well, to be honest, I would like to get married and be and die in that color, but it's not so good color for the scene. It's just not the color I would use for the scene. It's not filming. It's not as filming as other colors would be. So that's the only reason why I'm not going to use it.
Okay, so fair enough. Last week, all songs were released, right? So did you manage to listen to any other songs?
Yes, most of them.
Okay, and what's your impression?
A lot of unknown names came up, which makes me happy, to be honest, because even when I was at Pesma, I was unknown to most of the people in Serbia. So it's nice that the biggest festival in Serbia gives chance to a lot of unknown people. When I say unknown, I mean to like the big public in Serbia, not in their like collectives. And I hope that they're going to use the chance, and I hope that they have the next step after the festival. And there are a lot of underdogs, for me. And I think there are like only two names that we are familiar with, like from before. I think the two names only have like a career already.
Yeah. So it's a great platform to promote yourself, and you should use it in the best way possible.
Absolutely, yeah.
Especially if you're a new artist. And speaking about local artists, do you have anyone that you would like to see that didn't participate this year?
Well, I would like both Butch Cassidy and Drum to, I think that they would give amazing performance. Like, I used to be in a band and we did similar music to Drum, maybe, and we even had like gigs with Drum. And I like what they're doing, like both Butch Cassidy and Drum, and I'm grateful that alternative scene is existing in Serbia. I was in bigs and I was in music since 2009, and maybe before it was like bigger possibility for such band, because there was a wave of a lot of different bands which just disappeared, and I think that situation is changing lately because of those guys, and they're inspiring other people. And Pesma is, as you said, platform for such people. Kenny Nije Mrtav was also performing, I think, last year. Such bands should get opportunity, and there's one band, Ohio, this year that I like very much also. And they had like different band, the individuals in Ohio used to be in like different projects. I think Art and Lily and the guy singing Ducat was in a band Stray Dog, and it's cool. Music is happening,
Yeah. And you mentioned you were in a band. What's the name of the band for our listeners to find out?
So I was in different bands. I was in Sizip and I was in Enormna Blaisna. I was in Glasne Žice, which was a cappella band. I was in band Šesta Žica. A lot of other bands in the meantime. In some band I would play drums, in some band I would play guitar. In Sizip I started making mashups like with beatbox acoustic guitars, and we made a band. Then I decided to play guitar, electric guitar, and sing back vocals. So a lot of different projects in my life.
So you have a big catalog. And you mentioned you play instruments. How many instruments do you play? What's your favorite?
I played 3 instruments. I play guitar, bass, and drums are definitely my favorite. Like I enjoy playing drums, and I would like to play drums in some sort of metal rock band. Like if Raging Against the Machine misses drummer, please call me. Like I would die for it, actually.
Yeah. And you have a hairstyle for that as well.
Well, yeah, I think I use the hairstyle and the energy that I got from listening rock, like in anything I do on the stage. Sometimes I even play like sing folk music and I'm headbanging. It's just what you have inside of you.
Yeah, you add your own spice to it.
Yeah.
And we mentioned there are a lot of new artists this year. As you are experienced now, do you have any advice for them?
To stay true to themselves and not to fall under the pressure, because a lot of people will tell them a lot of different things right now. They will all have opinion, but if they fall under the pressure of it, they're going to lose themselves, and it's going to be minus for their performance because they're going to be even more nervous. So I think that they should just grow bigger balls during this period.
That's good advice.
Yeah.
And in last weeks and probably in the next few, you're going to have a lot of interviews. Is there any specific question that nobody asked you but you would like to be asked?
Probably, but I never thought of it. So I don't have like an answer immediately. Honestly, I have no idea.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm in media like for 2 years in a row, like almost every week somewhere. So I just get used to talk. That I don't know. Maybe if we chit chat for an hour, you pull. I think there is a interesting thing. I don't know if I talked about it. Sorry, but it's January and February. It's a period when people go to the mountain to ski and snowboard. I adore snowboarding, for example, but I had amnesia like maybe 15 years ago in France. I went with my brother and I was about to jump from ski ramp like maybe 1 hour before the bus would go to Serbia. We were in Val Sini and Val Torrens, and inertia just got me bad and I went upside down and fell directly on my head. And it's an interesting thing. After that, I think I didn't. I don't remember 8 hours. So when I came home, I was about to do the test for driving, and I was so honest at the time when doctor asked me if I had any problems. I said I had amnesia, So she wouldn't allow me to apply like 1 more year. So yeah.
Like, thank you for sharing this story.
It's cool. It's cool.
And did you continue snowboarding after that?
Yeah, but more careful.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry?
Is it difficult?
Is it difficult? It's not, difficult for me. I changed the vibe. I'm not as extreme as I used to be, for example. So if I go to the mountain, I would prefer going like on basic, ski ropes. I don't I don't get the name. So I would choose like the blue ones, and then I would go for a coffee and blueberry pie and wait for people to come and enjoy the fresh air, because big towns and metropoles like Belgrade and any big city is not allowing me to breathe as I would like.
Yeah. And do you go very often, like every year?
Not exactly. I don't remember actually when I was last time, maybe like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, but I don't have a habit of going like every January. I'm more of a summer guy. So, for example, I went on like mini vacation 1 week ago with my brother to Italy. So we went to Verona and Bologna and Slovenia, Portorož. So I would just, I like to go anywhere. I like being somewhere in nature, or like I like shopping as well. That's my guilty pleasure. Whenever I'm stressed, I like just let me go somewhere and waste my money.
I understand. I do it as well. And as you tried snowboarding, did you try surfboarding?
Actually, no, but I like to. No, wait. I actually I tried it, but it's even worse, because if I fell on snowboard, I'm falling on snow. Here I'm falling on concrete. So no, thank you.
Okay, yeah, you got a point. And finally, do you have any message for your English fans?
Be brave enough to admit to yourself what you like to do, and just be persistent enough to make it come true.
And be careful while you're snowboarding.
And be careful anyway. Be careful in the club as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So thank you very much for your time, and see you later.
Thank you. I enjoyed it, and hi to everyone listening to it.
Thank you.